Rod Dandy Golf here. Can the SC300i be trusted hitting it into a net? Let's find out. Here's what I want to take a look at. Is this Swing Caddy SC300i, is it accurate into the net? I want to hit a few test shots with my hybrid, my 7-iron, my driver. I'm going to take this out to the course, and I'm going to hit it in the open air on the course, see how accurate it is compared to hitting into a net. So let's take a quick look. All right, so all you need with the SC300i in your backyard, you need 5 feet behind your ball. You need about 8 feet into the net for accurate results, according to their user guide. So I'm going to hit some 7-irons here, just a few shots. We're going to see what it comes out for yardage. I'm going to go out to the course. I'm going to hit some shots in the open air with the SC300i and see how it compares. Okay, so that one had 164 yards. Hit that one solid, it felt like. Hit that one heavy. That's what I would expect, about 150 yards there. About 163. I got my 22-degree hybrid here. Going to hit a few, see what it says here on the SC300i. Healed that one a little bit. About 194. Struck that better. Said 203 on that. That was basically 200 on the dot. Okay, so again, going to take this out into the open air, see how it compares. The technology in this Swing Caddy SC300i is supposed to be most accurate with the most open air, which is, of course, not into a net. So want to know, can we trust this thing into a net? So let's test out the driver. Let's see what it says here on the launch monitor. The SC300i, again, we have about 8 feet into the net. That's only about 5 feet behind the ball. Let's see what kind of numbers we get. All right, 242, 245, about. All right, that was 248. So that was into a net. Nothing was beyond 250 with this. I do not have crazy high swing speed or anything like that, maybe slightly above average. But let's take this out to the open air, the SC300i. Let's see how it behaves in the open air. Let's see how accurate it is compared to hitting into a net, and if it's usable into a net. They state it's accurate. Let's find out. All right, I'm excited. I made it out to the course. We're checking out the SC300i in the open air compared to in the net. Now, I'm mainly focusing on the distance here. I'm not looking at launch angle, I'm not looking at spin rates, any of those things. I'm pretty much just looking at the distance and seeing if it's relatively comparable in the open air versus into the net. So we already hit the shots into the net. Now I'm just going to hit a few with the 7-iron, with my hybrid, and with the driver, just like I did in the net. Let's see what the screen reports. Now, the ones into the net, I hit fairly solid. So it seemed like it was should be a decent representation of what a well-struck shot goes as far as the distance. So again, I got this about 5 feet behind me. I've got a 7-iron here. Let's see what the open air stats say on this. I said 157. 7-iron here. That one struck a little better. 167. That was 172. So we seem to be in that general range. I'll put up the results on all of these. I'm going to do the 22-degree next. Felt pretty solid. 200 on the dot. Again, I'm not going through mountains of Excel spreadsheets on thousands of balls that I've hit. Just hit a few into the net, hitting a few out here in the open air, and seeing if we're relatively close. Again, just focusing pretty much on distance, not looking at launch angle, spin rates, anything like that. Looking at distance. That reported 212 there. 203. So that's about what I hit it. I think the net pretty much reported that. So let's hit a couple drives. That was off the heel a little bit. 246. That's pretty much what it was into the net from my recollection. I had it at 257. That felt better struck. 263. So, yeah, interesting. From all my experience using the SC300i in the open air and into the net, yes, you can trust it into the net. I think my overall experience, it maybe is a little short into the net. But it is a pretty good representation when you strike it good. So this is just a quick test. Like I said, don't have thousands of shots that I've hit into a net, in the open air. But I think overall, the SC300i, my experience with it into a net has been pretty good. So love sharing golf stuff, love talking golf. If you enjoyed hearing about this stuff, hit like, hit subscribe. Would love to hear from you in the comments. Thanks for taking the time to watch.